Stream check.
Yep.
What is the error? Your microphone is unmuted but has no signal. Imagine that. Because I'm not using my microphone. I'm using fucking voice mod. You silly goose. Because I'm not using... Okay, audio check is good. I can hear that. Oh yeah, I gotta... Might need to do this. I may have to slightly adjust, but I can do that in a minute. I'll move it around. We'll just pretend you can't see me moving it. How's that? Okay. We turned in the engine noises we all know and love. And it was a raging firestorm outside, which I'll just put on some wind.
Yeah.
I'll put on a wind howl. There we go. No, that's not right. Let's do the other one. I like the other one more. It's more subtle.
Is Kenku here? I don't hear it.
Oh, is it not? Yeah,
I don't either.
there you go.
Oh, there it is.
There we go.
One thing I forgot to click.
Quiet.
Okay, let me switch to the one I've been liking to start you with lately. I'm gonna put you on Delilah from Dishonored 2 for the recap.
Hell yeah.
Start when you feel.
So when we last left off with the party, weapons were tested, personalities were discovered, and someone almost died.
Woo!
But that was quickly changed, and we're back to testing weapons again, which I will say, like, above table, I thought that was really funny. After we got off, I was like, you just went right back to it. He was like, all right. Plug the holes, let's get back to
I was thinking about this a minute ago, and I was like, damn, Raziel really is just like, nope, no trauma. What trauma? I'm not fucked up in this room with this guy that just shot me maliciously and viciously with a cold heart.
And I just watched the dude that technically shot me be burned from existence. With radiation through the eyeballs.
You also watched a guy manipulate reality before your very eyes.
I'm pretty desensitized to some shit right now.
Uh-huh.
I just want to get it over with and go to sleep.
Before we move back in with everybody, what time was it?
It
Does anybody remember
was...
that?
It was not that long after like breakfast.
It was. We just finished breakfast.
I think we just hit brunch.
Right.
We're at like 11:30.
This party always gets shit started super early. It cracks me up. It's
We are
like
workaholics. Don't worry. With the magician here, I will get to some late night shenanigans, I'm sure. He's a late night boy.
Early to bed, early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and prone to be desensitized.
And where did we leave off with everybody? Because I know where Raziel and Seraphim are. I know where Alix and the Magician are. And Sorena is in the pod. Maxon is also in the pod. Stone, were you just... What was it you said you were doing?
Me? Stone is currently... He's probably gonna go to the cafeteria. I forgot, he's been doing a lot of eating to heal his tail.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I'll place him there. Okay, then we will...
Thank you.
We will start with Seraphim and Raziel. I can't remember which personality was
It
out
was,
at the moment.
I believe.
Didn't I just give you my weapon? No.
Yes.
No. I think it was.
I can't remember. Okay.
No, yeah, I think it was my weapon last.
Yeah, that was the last one I remember.
Yeah, I think
And I was
we
just
stopped
about
after
to
the
give you Serena's.
barrel rifle.
Yeah, I was about to give you Serena's, and that's where we called it. So are you ready for the last weapon?
I think there's two left.
Two more. Pistol.
Oh,
Pistol and her. Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot to
I didn't
roll
realize
my
you. I didn't realize you left both of them.
Okay. I need
Well.
to go with HP because I leveled up.
Pistol first, I guess.
Yeah, I'll hand you the pistol.
Just give me the gun. God damn it. And, Seraphim grabs
I'll level
Serena's
up after I'm
pistol.
healed, by the way. Or after I come out of the pod.
I got all that shit out of the way.
D12, HP is D12 plus con.
Depends on
Yeah,
your
I'm
class.
12 and then plus your
Actually,
con
yeah.
modifier.
Okay. Okay.
Depending on your class, yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Let me... Seraphim slumps over as per usual. And then looks up at Raziel. Where am
Well,
I? Are you going to give me my mission?
mission?
Is that what this is?
Not exactly. Do you realize who or what you are? Who are you, for one, actually? What's your name?
Why should I
Just
tell
to
you
see if
that?
it... Well,
Doesn't seem like something you need to know.
I was the one that brought you out by handing you that gun.
And? Is that some significance?
To one of you in there. You gonna hand it back?
Fine. Hands you the pistol,
Yeah, and
holding it by the barrel, hands you the grip. Take it.
and I'll grab it and I'll put it over on the table. So,
I must be here for a reason. Are you going to tell me, or are you going to leave me in the dark?
well, we're all in the dark, and I already not really wanting to deal with this after having been shot. I just throw in the other gun, the rifle. I just drop it on his lap.
He fucking catches it midair, and not realizing what's about to happen, and then slumps over. Looks back up again, and is looking over Widow's Whisper. Doing some like marine type shit, flipping it, giving it the once over. Then Seraphim holds it in his hands back to Raziel.
Okay, and I'll reach out and grab it and put it back on the table.
It's clearly not my gun, but I feel I should be careful with it.
Yeah. Very good idea to be careful. Are you okay?
Yeah, fine. Are you going to let me out of these restraints now?
Yeah. Since you seem pretty level-headed, I'll go ahead and let you out. I unchain him from the
Appreciate
chair.
Just rubbing at his wrists. So what now? What are we doing?
Well, we're gonna go see the doc. Just
Sounds good to me. Lead the way.
to be on the safe side. And I will lead him towards the... Oh, that way.
If you guys are going to where Sorena and Maxon are, we will take a quick cut to the magician and Alix, because the magician was he still digging through Serena's things?
I
or...
had begun poking at the shield generator, being
That's what I
nosy.
figured.
Pistol image, and then current image.
And Alix was up there just kind of watching, and then he noticed that the spire was blinking. So, yeah,
And then
we'll
I had
just-
asked, what does this say, Alix?
As he approaches the spire, he just kind of moves his hand on the part that has like the inputs, the screen. I'll just call it a screen. And after a while, some glyphs show up right underneath the previous message. Seems to be a delay. May try to send something through besides a message. Needs further testing.
He's really got this thing figured out, hasn't he? Sending something through, huh? Wonder what that could be. He's like kind of looking, he's got like a panel removed and he's like looking into the center of it where the like power connection is, and he's like flicks it. Goes, yep, seems to be power connection. Okay, different schematic robot machine thing. He's just kind of sifting through the different blueprints and schematics and like looking through different calculations, fixing calculations, and then like acting like he knows tinkering, but he doesn't. He can help on one end and not on the other.
Alix just makes his way back over and just kind of begins to look over your shoulder. Do you want to make a roll with a tinker check to
Oh no, he's fully like fudging this. I'll even make a deception check if you want, but I think he automatically fails to Alix, to be honest, at this point.
Oh yeah.
This is Alix has learned, even with a +10, Alix has probably learned to see through his bullshit. He's no idea what he's doing. he's like, he's doing this, and he's putting in extra calculations and fixing things that are like pre-calibration, like getting ready for another piece that's being added on, or a thing that has to be like attuned and fixed in a certain way. And then he'll go back to the machine and he just says, takes a wrench and he just kind of bops it twice and goes, yep, that is in order. Yes, that is correct. It's absolutely bullshitting his way through this.
Alix just kind of sighs and walks back over to the spire, and after looking it over for a moment, he just looks over back to you and just says, "The place you came back from, what's it like?"
But some of the places that I have been, it's old. An old world. At least, it was. But something is off. I can't quite put my finger on it. There's some gravity things at play that I can constantly feel when I'm there. That it's not quite. It's just a little bit odd to me. I can't put my finger on it. But as for the views, it has to be one of the more beautiful places I have been. I can think of a couple spots that you would quite like.
Be nice to know where I'm going for a change.
Kind of like some of those old knights and castles and wizards stories we used to read. It is truly a place of fantasy. Much like the cowboy novels, it can be a place that encourages heroics and brash action. And I have to admit I've gotten myself caught up in some of that. But, to be honest, I think they need it. But that is not for me to decide. I simply go to places and help, as you now know. But, yes, help. And here I am.
Alix just kind of turns back to Tildus, and he just kind of takes a beat. Do I still have my hammock up there?
All should be exactly as you left it. You know the old rules and how to get in your room if you wish. Should be there.
Well, I'm gonna go get reacquainted. If anybody needs me. And he's just going to go in to tell this.
You know where to find me. Right here. I know exactly what I'm doing. Yes, you and I, machine, tonight we shall make I'm not going to finish that sentence. We are going to... I'm going to make you work.
If you didn't.
Still sus, but alright.
I didn't think about the prospect of the magician just like making Sato uncomfortable. That's a good thought.
Yeah, it's like going to say like something totally normal, but you just realize halfway through how it would sound when you're not looking at him. You're like, we are going to. Nope, I'm not going to say that. That would sound strange. We are going. I'm gonna work on you.
I'm gonna work on you.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
You will succumb to me, machine. Fuck.
Like it just keeps beating
He just
himself
can't. He
in a
just can't.
deeper hole.
Yeah. The
It's
shovel
just
has already been brought out. We're digging a deep hole.
impossible.
There's a trench. It's here. He's in it.
He's in it. He's not getting out. He can't figure it out.
Throw away the shovel.
Throw away the shovel.
Yeah, he just continues poking at it for a while. Probably goes down and gets lunch eventually and comes back up. Continues messing with it.
Okay.
Occupying himself.
In that time,
Thinking.
we will move back over to the infirmary, where Doc Green is currently monitoring Sorena as well as Maxim.
And I lead Seraphim.
And as they come in.
Doc Green, I got you a old but new patient. Might want
Hello?
to check him out just in case.
I was told to come here. Wow, this looks cozy. I don't like it. I do not like being in here.
Without really saying much, she just walks up to you, Seraphim, and
Seraphim takes a step back. Can I help you?
oh, I'm sure you can. And she just begins to like check your pupils, like with a little handheld flashlight. And then after a moment, she looks to you, Raziel, and she just... How many more?
Total? 4?
Apart from this list, and she shows you the list of normality, brutality, insanity, and silence. Is that the last one? Or do I have it mixed up?
Silence was the old last one.
Yes. So the new...
I don't think
Is
she's met the new
Volatile
last
the new
one. Volatile's the new one.
Yeah, I don't think she has.
Well,
Her list is out of date for a while.
just a bit. So how many new ones did we get? 3, 4?
How am I supposed to know? What are you talking about? New ones?
That was more of a question above board because I don't remember how many freaking ones we got it.
It's up to 9 now.
9. Shit. I'll go over to Doc Green. I'd say probably about 9 total. I think.
All right. Well, and she just hands over the data pad and just write down the weapons that summon these other personalities. And you, and she points a pen at you, Seraphim. We need
I'll
a
start
scan of
writing
your
on the
brain.
pad.
Please sit down.
Okay. Seraphim sits down, just stiff, sitting up.
Do you want scans of each of them as they're active, or?
I just need to see where they all sit. And she begins to She takes a device from one of the tables and just begins to scan over your head, Seraphim. Just different angles, multiple times. Make sure they aren't pressing on anything vital or crowding too much.
I will admit I do have a slight headache. I don't know if that is anything to do with whatever this is.
When one grows tumors in their brain, one can expect headaches.
Tumors.
Then she just tucks the device back away, and then she pulls out a pill, and she says, "Will you please take this for me?"
Do I need to? How is it going to kill me? Is this an assassination attempt?
If I were trying to kill you, I would not be so straightforward. This is just...
Well, that is where you could get an unsuspecting person, is if you're just straightforward.
This is our medical
I'll do an insight
professional.
check on her.
Yeah, go for it.
Insight. +8. Fuck. 18.
You have never seen someone that is, like, so much not bullshitting you, like, someone playing it so straight. Like, she is a doctor trying to give a patient a pill.
Wow, goddamn. Alright, I can tell you're very serious about this. Give me the pill.
She
Pops
places
back.
it into your hand, and then she hands you there's a small glass of water that she hands you as well.
Let's go.
And give me your personality rolls. She's trying to meet more people in this crowded parade of yours.
Alright, I got
So how you rolling 9? That's the question.
D10, and then 9 and 10 is normality.
Ah, alright. Good work.
Is that my other D10? Fuck. Where are the D10s? I've got D100s. Fuck.
I hid him under the
D8s.
table so you couldn't find him.
You son of a bitch. Alright, I've got 2 D10s.
The carbuncle
shit.
took it.
I've rolled a 4 and a 10,
Carbuncle
which
took
is 4 is diligence, 10 is normality. I could be normal, or I could be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I was about to say, I leave it to you. She was just giving you the same pill she's always given you. Like, it's just so you pick whichever one you want now and save the other one for later.
Oh, save one for later? Oh yeah, I forgot that was the original rules of the pills.
Yeah,
One
that was
personality
the
could just save-
original.
I fucking forgot
You could
about that.
swap it anytime you wanted to later
Alright,
on the
well,
same day.
that's gonna be probably very important. I will backlog. We're gonna backlog normality, so we'll get diligence.
Okay.
Let me. Seraphim closes his eyes, breathes, looks up. Where are we now? What is this?
You're in the infirmary.
I don't feel like I'm supposed to be in here.
From what I've heard of your activities, this is exactly where you need to be. And she does a quick light in the pupils again to check like dilation and things like that.
I back up, set up, back off bed. What are you doing?
Checking your pupils,
She's a
What
doctor.
else?
She's just giving you a checkup.
making sure there's no problems. Now that I know that it's crowded in there.
I don't like people being that close to me. You, blue one, give me a reason why I should let this person get near me.
She is our medical professional, and she's been keeping your ass alive. There's a couple of you in that head. She's trying to make sure you're okay.
Yes, for someone who
How's your
wants
head?
to not be around anyone, you are very crowded in the mind.
I feel a slight ringing. Fine. Only just to get this out of the way, so be quick about it.
Okay. And she begins to look over the data pad, looking over and processing the images and the scans. And she holds it up to you, Seraphim, and she just shows you a almost MRI style scan of your brain, and there is a very large growth, not like in a very specific spot, just kind of like all around in different parts of your brain, just like kind of attached at different parts.
Yeah, there'd be like...
Connect the dots in the mind.
I have them written here, hang on, I mean, it's family would be there. 7H. Like 11, and there's like one burnt spot.
Yeah, so it looks very, it does almost look mangled with how much, with the protrusions and all the things fighting for space here. It definitely looks crowded. Nothing like nothing that would like impede like your senses or anything like that, but just like definitely
as non-life threatening as 11 brain tumors can possibly be.
They aren't. It's not really that they're big. It's more that they like, you can see that they almost have like roots that just kind of spread out to different parts of your brain and just like almost overtake it like yeah, almost like a ball of roots or like a web.
The tree is expanding.
I got spider brain.
Each seed is starting to grow.
That doesn't look good. Based on what experience I have, which is damn near none. So what now? What am I supposed to do about this?
She just looks you in the eyes. I see why you were trying to convince me with that procedure now.
Procedure.
This is going to complicate things. Yes, one of you requested that we schedule a surgery to have the others removed and held. I don't know why he has so many now, but he is obviously up to something. Hold on, actually, she knows exactly what Seraphim's doing now.
You look like something clicked.
Indeed it did. She writes something down on a notepad and just hands it over to you, Seraphim. When someone more knowledgeable has come back with events as they are, give them this.
Everyone looks at the note and just pockets it. I can do that at least.
Thank you. Is there anything else that either of you needed?
I didn't need anything except to make sure he was okay.
She kind of gives Seraphim a little bit of side eye. For the moment, he is. As long as he doesn't go stuffing anything else into his head. I would suggest that you not invite any more tenants.
What would happen if I did? Just out of curiosity.
It looks like if there's too much growth, you know what happens when you shoot someone in the head and their head explodes?
Yes.
She just kind of like punches your shoulder. You get the idea though.
Understood. I won't touch too many guns, I guess. If that's what the cause of this is.
Thank you. And she just kind of makes her way back over to the pods.
Seraphim hops off.
So, would you like a tour? Since it looks like you're going to be here for a bit.
Sure. I'll need the case of the place anyways. Know where I'm going. Make sure everything's in order. Lead the way.
I will start showing around the hab.
Okay. And before we leave, Max and I believe there was something. Because Sorena is kind of Sorena. I'll say that you're kind of. You would essentially kind of just be asleep healing right now.
Oh
so.
yeah, I purposely like closed my eyes and tried to go to sleep.
You find I will say that in this pod you find sleep extremely easy. It is
Finally.
very, very calming and relaxing. Yeah, no.
She doesn't sleep well. Not because she doesn't need it, but because she can't.
No, yeah. In here, you definitely. It's like. If she could remember, if was there a certain point when it was like she stopped like sleeping normally, or she like never slept well?
Definitely after that instance where she went with her brother and they went to the Prime World. It was pretty much shortly after that.
Okay. Then yeah, then what I'll say is, it's like falling asleep when you were like a kid again. Just super relaxing, like just. Calming.
Lost to Maxim.
I think he may have been having a mic issue.
There he
There
is.
He said something and then he disappeared, so I figured he was fixing it.
So yeah. Since you're not technically sleeping, you're more in a meditative state. Will you describe that to me?
So Maxon right now, he is sort of not floating in there normally as Serena would be, but Maxon has his arms out a little bit, kind of just letting the water lift them. And he is just thinking to himself about many things. Such as his family, that a few are deceased, and a few friends that he hopes are still alive, and the situation that he is in right now.
As these memories wash over and you begin to ponder them, think about everything, your journey, the people that have been left behind, the people that you've lost.
I do want to say.
Yeah, do whatever. Go for it.
So there is a moment in time that sticks out to him specifically with another one of his friends named Tristan, who at this point in time is still alive, but also going through a very unfortunate situation. He remembers a incident with a raid on a place that they have fortified into a base, and how he nearly died, but managed to save his mind. And I'm kind of just going through it a little bit because it would take too long for me to explain. So
Yeah.
he remembers that the last thing that Tristan told him was that it is not his fault that there was nobody else to help him when he was bleeding out on the floor, with only Maxon to try and keep him from losing himself.
As that memory begins to fade, you kind of begin to release that thought from your mind. You feel yourself drawn to the image of a beach. Very calm, but unfamiliar beach. Are you seeing these images in your mind, or are you seeing yourself? Are you like seeing yourself there, like with your, like observing
He
it?
is somewhat seeing it in his mind. Not completely clear because, like you said, this is a place that he hasn't seen before, so it's very blurry.
You see, looks almost like gray, volcanic, ashy sand, and very putrid looking green water splashing as the tide goes back and forth. And along with it, scattered here and there are just various carcasses of what seem to be mutated sea life. And it just seems to be the tide just moving back and forth. Occasional seashell, scrap of metal, just moving back and forth. And something begins to move in the distance. It's hard to make it out at first, but eventually, after about a minute or so, how would you tell me how you would describe it again, Robert? As this object comes into view, because I don't want to misdescribe it.
Oh, there we go. It pretty much, can we say that right at this point in time it hits?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you looked at it from where the water actually meets the sand, in the distance, you'll notice that almost what looks like a meteor just comes down and slams into the ocean. Not enough to cause like a tsunami or anything, but enough to cause a lot of friction and make the water start to go crazy. So after a minute or two, it kind of just washes onto the shore. And then it's just this metal spherical orb that has a couple glowing lights on it.
And as it fully floats to the shore and rests upon the shoreline, after a few moments, what does it do?
When it washed up shore, it let out a really loud beep, and then there is a hatch that just goes flying into the water.
And that is when you snap back to consciousness. And you can make out the blurry image of the infirmary. Doc Green is not there. And we'll say that it's mid-afternoon. Now, as you kind of snap back to reality after seeing... Well, I think you know what you saw. He would have, right?
Yeah. But so Max kind of snaps out of it, and he starts, and then he just like okay, so Doc Green is in the room, right?
No. You are floating in your pod, and it seems that the infirmary is empty.
Oh, okay. So Maxon's eyes kind of just burst open, and he just looks around the room a little bit, even though he can't really see much, and he's kind of getting his thoughts mixed up, the past ones with the new ones, and some of this stuff is kind of starting to blend together. So he just shakes his head, trying to like compose himself, thinking, I'm hearing things and seeing things that aren't real.
Okay. After a moment, you're able to, for the most part, shake it, but there's just, you can't seem to get it fully out of your mind. It seems to just continuously just dig right at the back of your mind, just when you start to quit thinking about it.
He gets, so real quick, he gets another, just like, a really quick flashback of that same person I was talking about, Tristan. But it cuts to a quick image of him just looking over Tristan as he has a huge chunk of where his abdomen would be. It looks like it got like oh, what is it, like if you took plasma and just shot it at somebody, is that like a burn? Or
yeah, it'd be like superheated plasma. Yeah.
Okay, so half of that part looks like it's been scorched off, and he's trying to keep Tristan from dying, but he just doesn't know what to do. He picks him up, and then he starts running with him. And the place it looks like they're in kind of just looks like a rundown park. There's a huge roller coaster that has the middle section of it completely torn off. He gets behind it with Tristan, and then on top of it, you can't really see it clearly, but there's just this blinding white light. Blue, that's just shining down on them. And we don't actually see it, but then he picks Tristan up and then runs away with him again. And the whole time, he is just freaking out, not knowing what to do, because they are being hunted down, and one of his friends is close to dying, and he is doing most of the work. So the last thing he does is run inside of a abandoned building and try to hide with Tristan. Which is the in-lore explanation for why Maxon has taken a interest with the medical field, because you could say it's like a response to him having trauma of the fact that his friend basically almost died in front of him, or something of the sort. I think that's how that works.
As we transition into like the latter part of the day, I will say, Sorena, you are now conscious, still sore, still hurting, but conscious and able to move around now. Maxon, you are also able to leave the pod unless you want to continue to stay in there.
Is there like a little sink or something?
Like in the infirmary?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maxon's just gonna go walk up to the sink and he's not like, so yeah, not asleep, but very out of it, like unfocused. So he's just gonna go up, look at himself in the mirror. He's just gonna turn it on and splash some water on himself and just kind of just like smack himself a tiny bit on the side of the cheek to try and just recompose himself, just thinking that it's all right.
And as you are waking up, Sorena, are you attempting to get out of the pod, or are you going to stay in there for a bit longer?
There is like while I had a good sleep, there is like a jerking noise as I like jump forward as I wake up, just like out of instinct. And then I like realize I'm still in the pod.
In response, Maxon kind of just turns over to Sorena and then just lets out a loud huff, because then he realizes it's just Sorena.
And just kind of like look over at you. And I knock on the glass a little bit.
Do you want me to let you out?
Just nods.
Okay. So then he just presses a few buttons and does like the liquid just kind of start to drain down before it opens?
Yeah, the fluid slowly drains, and the living plant fiber supports let go of whatever they're holding, and kind of retract back into the pod. But yeah, just after a moment it opens up, and Sorena, you're well enough that you're able to remove any of the like the breathing apparatus and the coatings keeping your hardware safe.
Yeah, I'll like take that stuff off and like take the breathing apparatus off. And I see something in the floor of the tube. And I'll pick it up, look at it. I'll look at Maxon, and I'll hand it to you, and I'll say, give this to Dr. Green. She'll know what it is. And she will kind of wander out of the room, put her arm back on, and like kind of start stretching it a little bit, and stretching. Just feeling it out. And she's kind of like looking at her arm, her hand, and will quietly and silently and kind of awkwardly begin to wander upstairs without saying anything to you.
Okay. Then, and yeah, I will, Maxon, are you going to do anything before,
I'm sorry that I'm not doing like a whole lot currently. I just like that I have the chance to.
You gotta live out those narrative fantasies. They're important too.
Oh yeah, it's all good. I was just gonna say, if there's anything you wanted to do before, like, you delivered whatever Sorena gave you to Doc Green, I was gonna give you the space to do that, and then before we like
I will
started
say,
going
this
around
is
the
something we
table
didn't
again.
talk about, Gavin. Do you know what it is I just handed him?
I'm not
We talked about
sure.
some stuff. Okay, we'll get to it then.
Yeah, I was about to say, will you message it to me so I
Yeah.
have a little bit of
Yeah. It's very small.
yeah. No, yeah. I just want to know beforehand. Oh shit.
There's another thing
God.
after our conversation that I realized would be a thing.
Windows.
Ah,
Okay. Robert needs a minute. It's all good.
Shit's fucked, yo.
Well, while he's getting that fixed, everybody be thinking about what you would be doing going into the end of the day.
Hello?
there it goes.
I can hear you.
You guys can hear me? Yeah, one word, Windows.
I saw. I was actually tabbed over there whenever he said that. I was like, that sucks.
Okay, so I'm saying that Sorry if I'm not doing much currently. I just like the chance that I get to do like backstory stuff. So,
Like I said, narrative stuff is important too. It's half of what
So-
we're here for.
he's looking at he's just washing his face off. He's looking at himself in the mirror, and then cutting back to that amusement park that's completely run down. There's a another person that was with him that sees Maxon carrying Tristan's body. He starts freaking out and says, "Let's go now." So he helps him to take the load off, and then they hide in a little bunker that leads underground through like a hatch that's underneath where one of the I don't know if there's a word specifically, but it's like a ride where it's these little seat things that pick themselves off the ground and then just start spinning while it's in the air. So underneath it is a little hatch that goes underground, and then they're just gonna wait for whatever it is that's chasing them to move over. And then they start to just run through, and then there's a bunch of other people, including some people that don't look like normal people there too. And I'll cut it from right there, and if I get the chance to come back to it, I will from there.
I will ask.
Like piecing together the memories in Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed.
I like it too. As you snap back to reality, you don't find yourself at the sink. You find yourself standing in front of the tube where you let Serena out, and you feel the object she gave you in your hand. Do you inspect it, or do you just take it straight to Dr. Green?
Can I make a roll?
Oh, you don't have to roll. You just have to kind of refocus yourself from thinking of
Okay.
all the things in your past and just kind of
Are you
focus on what
bothering
it
to
is.
look at it, or are you just gonna mindlessly take it?
Yeah.
I was gonna just for dramaticness say that I rolled with disadvantage because I'm so unfocused. But yeah, I'll just take a look at it.
You see Serena's eye with some wires, and would it look just
it's just
how'd
like
it
a
look
white
exactly?
little
Explain.
thin plate just goes
Oh.
right over the eye, and a little just like some prongs sticking out of it that look like it connect into something.
She let her eye heal?
I didn't cover it. Forgot about it.
Forget we did.
Right, I guess I'll just head to Doc Green now.
All right.
He finally looks at it. Ugh.
Yeah,
No,
that's what I was thinking. when he was-
not necessarily, because I want you guys to think about this. If he has seen people get torn in half in front of him, I would think that him just with someone's eye probably wouldn't get to him that much.
Especially if it's a
Yeah,
robotic
it's essentially
eye.
like a little. It's hard to. It's either metal or it's glass. Kind of hard to tell. It's a weird material, but definitely an eye implant of some kind. The things this eye has seen.
And as you walk into Doc Green's office, she is just at her desk. She seems to be filing away and sorting the new personalities. of Seraphim.
Real quick, I completely forgot to mention a super cool detail. Whatever it was that was attacking Maxon and Tristan in the background, when I said they weren't alone, I completely forgot to mention that it was a torn down park, but a quicker inspection would realize that it has been fortified to high hell. Because of all the metal and scrap that was there from all the torn down rides, and some of the robots there have actually also been fortified and are going to try and fight whatever it is that is there.
But yeah, she is just she's working at her desk as you walk in, Maxon.
So he's gonna walk up and just motion to her, "Yo, Doc."
Yes, what is it?
He's just gonna hold his hand out and I'm not sure why, but apparently our other sleeping companion asked me to give you this.
She just kind of reaches out here. Let me see. And she takes it from you and looks it over. And
I imagine her little snap flashback is me going and like it turning back red instead of just like a blank.
Oh. I wonder if she needs this reinstalled. And she just she puts it in her funnily enough, she just drops it in her lab coat pocket, just like no like just like straight in there. I will ask her about that later. Thank you. Is there anything else you needed, or were you just bringing me that?
He kind of just looks at himself a little bit and then the doc, and he says, "I'll let you know if I do."
All right then. She gets up and walks over and takes the data pad she was working on and just slides it up into the wall. And then just makes her way back to the desk and begins reading over some books.
And then real quick, he grabs if there's like a med kit or anything nearby, he's just gonna go ahead and grab it and just kind of hold on to it, which I was meaning to do because now I actually have a med kit with my class now. So
there's not med kits in here, but there would be one in the infirmary. So we can say we can say Maxon goes to grab that as we move over to what are Seraphim and Raziel doing? Because I know is Sorena going up to the shield generator? Where is she going? She's gonna be up next. Okay, so yeah, where's Raziel and Seraphim doing?
I would have just been leading him on a trip around the hab, just randomly walking around, showing him which rooms are what, where the cafeteria was at. Just a tour.
You know what? We'll pick up there. I'm gonna place you guys there, and you guys will run into Stone as he's finishing up eating. And Stone, as you finish up your meal, we'll say as you're going to leave, you run into Raziel and Seraphim, who. What's your passive perception, Stone?
My passive perception? Let me look at my sheet here.
10 plus your perception.
10 plus my perception? Okay, let's see here. Perception.
I guess since we've leveled up, I'll mention
14?
it. My passive perception is now 22.
Say 14?
Yeah.
Okay. Would a passive 14 perception be able to tell that this is a different personality, Seraphim?
As he's normally Seraphim's like kind of hunched over, well, just a little bit. His brutality is.
You also got to think that I just walked him through the door and said, "And this is the cafeteria."
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I
also
That is true.
I literally
What
just
I
walked
think
him in there and.
See, what I think
Then,
would be
yeah.
cool is that if Stone could like tell which Seraphim it is, because he smells different based on the personality, he can literally smell which one it is.
I was thinking that too. That'd be pretty
Oh, yeah.
funny.
Yeah,
Somehow
dogs
it's
are
suited.
perceptive of like shifting personalities and things like that. They can
Which
read body
actually-
language
They
like
are.
that.
It would make a lot of sense too, because I actually also gain advantage on perception checks around smell in my character.
We'll say that
so-
You can tell which tumor's active.
something.
Exactly.
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, you smell something different as he walks
It's
in,
not
and
a
then
tumor.
Raziel begins to.
It's not a
Not a puma. Not a
Dang
puma.
it, someone beat me to it. I was thinking of saying it too. I should have just said it.
The cookie down now. Anyway, so Raziel shows him this is the cafeteria. Seraphim just is looking around.
How
I was
many
thinking
of
it-
him
I was-
exactly are there by this point?
Seraphim eyes Stone.
Fair
Looks
few.
at Raziel. Seraphim looks at Raziel. What is that?
That's a good question.
Technically, we're not sure exactly what he is, but I know who he is. That's Stone.
Stone. I give credit where credit's due. I don't even have a name myself yet.
I'm still here, but I have to step away for like a minute.
Okay.
If we're going to be having lunch, I will be sitting at a different table entirely. I don't want hair in my food.
Yeah, it happens.
It happens?
Wanting to keep hair out of your food.
I thought you made it sound like you get hair in
Gotcha.
your food and you just deal with it.
No.
Don't get me.
I request you do not get me.
I request you do not get me.
Oh my
I'm gonna have you rescind that getting.
All right, just go get some food.
Then is he
Figure you're
also-
hungry.
I think I've changed my mind. Show me around some more on the upper levels.
I think I changed.
I don't want to eat no more.
I'll hold my appetite.
And I guess then as you and Raziel turn around, Stone, where do you go after eating?
Fucking bye, bitch. I've got to play
I'm
this
gonna
character
say.
through.
That's a good question.
You know what? Somebody roll. Give me 1 second. I need to pull the sheet back up in my. So I can read it. Someone roll a d12 for me.
A D12. I can roll a D12 real quick. I have mine right next to me.
Everyone roll a d20 to roll a d12. See who goes first, see who rolls.
Oh god. I got a 6.
All right. The firestorm continues.
Awesome.
Doesn't change. Doesn't get better. Doesn't get worse. It stays the same.
I love being hot and bothered. Thank you.
Those catastrophic geothermic events can really do a number on the weather, huh?
Yeah.
All right. So, as
A nuclear winter.
yeah, we will move up to Sorena as she makes her way up to the shield generator.
Oh boy.
Have a conversation with yourself, sir.
Yeah, here we go again. I asked for this.
Here we go.
You know what? To give you a bit of brevity, Alix will have also come out by this point.
She walks
He seems
up.
to be supervising the magician as he does whatever he's doing.
He's doing something. It's all calculation side, and the actual physical part is all bullshit. So he's doing one thing but not doing another. But he's like definitely looking through the machine. There was a little bit of tinkering that was just like minor calibration of a thing that was like the one thing he could figure out, like I don't know, the like cycling of the core and like how it moves and different pieces. A little bit of calibration, and then other than that, mostly just hitting it occasionally and just kind of going, yep, that looks good. And her head pops up at the staircase, and she just kind of like enters the room and kind of looks around. I imagine Alix is, well, he's far more perceptive, obviously notices her first, and then I'm sure notices the next thing. Which, I'll do that now, actually. She steps upstairs and just kind of looks at them and raises an eyebrow. He hasn't noticed yet. He's still. I wonder if I could get up there and. Alix, what are you staring? What are you staring at?
Alix just kind of walks over It just kind of squints and looks at Sorena.
Two
How
big
the hell
ruby
did you
red
get-
eyes.
How the hell does one get shot to shit and come out looking healthier for it?
She kind of like looks at her arm again. And her hand. Are they all gone? Even this one?
Sure looks like it.
She like looks at her arm again. They're all gone. And he finally is like, what? What's happening? Did I miss something? Is your hand all right? She's just kind of, Yes. Yes, it's fine. What are you doing? And he's just like, I'm fixing your schematics and calibrations and putting in information and then acting like I'm doing something. I won't lie because Alix is standing there and he will correct me. Would you not?
He just nods.
Precisely. Anyways, some of your pieces of this should be better calibrated and it'll work well. I hope. Scientist myself. For a long time, I pick things up as you go along. And she's just kind of like,
I'm back.
I'm not really a scientist. More, I just know how to put stuff like this together to keep myself alive. And this thing can keep them alive, so... You know. I'm gonna make an insight check for him, actually. This is gonna be bad. But I want to see if he can do it. I believe in
check
him.
against your own fucking
Yeah,
DC.
it is, let's see. Oh boy, it's a +1.
Oh, the tangled web we weave.
Oh, how the turntables have something. 13. Okay, so let's see. You know what?
Yeah, I was gonna say Alix does not give him the help action.
I say
this
I'm
goes.
gonna dump it on Alix because he obviously is like his passive is fucking wild. Let's see, what's her -1 on deception? Let's see, because she is trying to like not say anything. Natural 1 for a fucking goose egg.
0.
She has not hiding this shit well. Yeah, there.
Your poker face broke.
Nothing. Poker face is the helmet. We don't usually use the
Doesn't have
face.
one.
She doesn't have one. She's got like fucking 2010 Karate Kid face whenever it comes to like poker face. Like weird faces when she fights. So he just looks at her and he squints his eyes and he looks at Alix. She is not in like a sort of over dramatic kind of way, but she's a little disturbed, off put. She just watched a barrel get turned on her and then just lit up.
A little perturbed.
This is someone who's not used to it feeling really small. But he'll look at Alix. Alix, there is a place in Tilda's. Show her that place. She might like it. It's quite relaxing. Just think of something you like.
I know the place you're referring to, but would he have shown this to Alix before?
Oh yeah, he would have shown this to Alix.
I
There's a
figured.
lot of other stuff that he's hiding from Alix that haven't been revealed yet. We'll get to that later. Some of it's
After-
already been seen, and some of it's in Tilda's. You know it
he
is.
nods.
3rd floor. Just head on up. You know how it works.
He walks over to Sorena and follow me. He just he walks over and then opens the door to Tilda's, and then just offers it.
She walks in and she's like, "Ah, why is it so cold in here? What the fuck? He travels in this?"
Would Serena have noticed her tool bag sitting on the ground having been dug through?
Let's find out.
I was about to say,
Yes, 18 plus 19. No, wait,
Because you walked right past it.
I was about to say
22. Roll good.
No shit. No goose egg here.
Yeah, she
She
saw the
noted-
bag.
She sees it, and Alix just goes, "We'll discuss that later."
I love that struggle to just like he's like that close to just being like, he's a
It's just-
fucking
it's-
thief. I'm sorry.
He didn't take anything.
We're not gonna get into that right now.
I almost was just like, he's always like this.
Like that is strange, but here we are. So why is it so cold in here? Because it's fucking freezing. As I like walking up the stairs.
What is the cause? I can't. We haven't really discussed Tilda's too much. I can't remember
The infinite
all the ins and outs.
open space of the multiverse surrounding the outside, quote unquote, of Tilda's. Very much like your Star Wars explanation of like, God damn, it's cold in space. But in here, it's like, God damn, it's cold in everywhere.
In everywhere.
You know what? That's exactly how Alix would explain it. It's cold in nowhere and everywhere.
That don't explain further than that. That sounds terrifying. I
Don't tell
don't
me why
want to
it's
know
you-
what you mean by everywhere and nowhere.
Want to tell me why it's so cold in here? Yes.
Yes.
Exactly.
Because it's cold.
Because
Guys,
I'm gonna
go to a
tell
room. I'm going to a room where I get something I like. I'm gonna get the fucking heater. It's too cold in here. That's what I'd like right now.
it wasn't entirely intentional, but I do like the idea that Alix really doesn't know how Tilda's works, but he's really familiar with everything in it. Like, he
Oh,
knows
it's-
how to work it, get to places, but he's like, oh, I don't know how it works.
He knows how to navigate its weirdness. He just doesn't understand it. There's no point. It's strange.
I will.
yeah.
I will say.
We don't make
this
the
is-
rules, we just break them.
What does Serena think as she's like walking through and like seeing all of the things that the magician has like about? I'm sure there's like all kinds of memorabilia, things of that.
She just kind of like looks at it, and like some of the rooms that are open, like the doors that are, because like they kind of appear and disappear and move around on the floors in weird ways. We'll get to that if anybody ever tries to enter a room that hasn't been in Tilda's. But she kind of like looks in each room. Why does this place look like it's from like 800 years ago or something? That might be an overshot. On this planet, like, I don't know, 120 years ago?
Not too sure.
She's like kind of runs her hand along the like large curtain that's got that very deeply patterned old look. She's like, these curtains, like the bookshelves, the lights, it is you know what? I know what this place is. I figured it out. This is a wizard tower. And you're taking me. Nope. Don't think about it. I was like, don't think about it too much. It's alright. It's not what it is. It's not a wizard tower, right? It is, by the way. It is just that. If it wasn't before, it has turned into that.
I was about to say, Alix just kind of shrugs as she asked that. He was
no.
like, it's Tilda's. As he walks them up to the, is it just another like kind of submarine style door, or is it more? or is it a different style, like entrance?
Depends on the room. This one is, I would say, I don't know what it looked like. Kind of a blank gray door. Just very, very like outside shop metal door, just blank gray with a doorknob, nothing fancy. And that's about it. But he knows, obviously, what this room is and what it does.
Yeah. Does someone specific have to open the door to activate it, or is it just...
It's, well, for Alix is obviously, like, intrinsic, and he just knows how to, like, pull the rooms to him. You kind of have to have, like, an intentional thing and also an understanding of Tilda's at the same time. It's a weird mixture of, like, there's a, specifically with getting into the rooms, there's a Fey Realm vibe. It's a little fuckery. It'll mess with you, but you've been in here long enough, you understand how to, just be like, I want this room, and I want it right here with no funny business. And the door, lo and behold, appears the same as it was before. Stop it! Did it again. Anyways.
Alix just he walks up and he grabs the door and what is it? Does this room have a specific name?
The dream room.
He just
it's a little deceptive, but it's what it is.
And after a moment, he just opens the door. And once again, just offers the entrance to Sorena. And he pulls the door open.
So I think of something happy. What is this place?
The way you described it, it projects dreams, correct?
It puts you essentially, think the holodeck on the Enterprise. But it is whatever you can contrive out of your brain from a dream or an old memory.
So the holodeck or the room of requirement.
Mixed together, absolutely.
He just kind of looks in. Here, I'll show you. And he just walks in.
Just since he walks in first, she'll follow him behind him.
And the door closes, but as it closes, Alix just he closes his eyes. Anything you can think of, remember, can conjure in your mind. This room can make it. And then, after a moment, it shows the desert outside with the firestorm. And then the same area, but green. It's almost like a plains, grassland. A few small cities dotted in between. And he just kind of opens his eyes. Give it a try.
Before I try, show me your home.
Alix just, he closes his eyes again. Then he stops himself and opens. Which one?
The one that both of you came from.
He closes his eyes, and the scenery just morphs and fades into a medium to small sized shantytown, essentially. A few of the buildings there are fairly well built. It seems to be a shantytown built around a few large, like a canteen, an infirmary, and then like a supply depot, and then just various little shacks and mobile homes that have been built around. And then for a moment, and then it just kind of takes and focuses in on a really, really big building. And there seems to be like various people standing out around it and going in it. And then he just looks over there. I never had a true home here, but I stayed with the kind family, the local inn here in New Haven.
I'd like to imagine also, like, even during this, maybe involuntarily, not by his intention, like, the child version of him, like, rounds a tent and, like, runs between them.
Oh, no, yeah, it's a young Alix makes his way past, and, I will say, Sorena, you do notice that, Alix seems to have always been kind of taller, but he was always he seemed to be a lot thinner as a child. He seems very filled out now. But he also, you notice his shoes have holes in them. His shirt and his jacket are torn.
Also, like, in my head, I'm imagining he also, like, maybe runs into a certain tent housing a certain individual who, not to put words in Alex's mouth, but he might say raised him, but from his perspective, he's just like, no, I was terrible to the boy. But, because he'd been there for a little bit by the time you had gotten there, and was a little bit older and had begun his own research. And she'll just kind of like look at you and wander over, kind of see where you wandered in, and pull aside the outside of the tent and look in, like a low-lit interior, and a man with 2 pointed ears, so not a man, an elf, shorter hair, leaned over a desk with a bag on the corner of the desk with like a gem dangling from one of the drawstrings, and a certain pen that's been pulled apart, and there's several pieces there on the desk. What would Alix be doing?
I would say, as he ran into the tent, he probably... I'll say that he runs up to the man as he's at the table, and he slams down a very crumpled up handful of money. And he's like, finish that delivery.
Just kind of squints at you. He's like, you didn't steal any of this, did you?
Look who you're talking to. Of
He
course.
just smiles. Good boy. Thank you. And he,
What are you working on? And he just kind of begins to look over the man's shoulder.
and he picks up this large, purple marble. It's like this big around. It's pretty big. It's about the size of like a pool cue, almost. Like a little bit smaller. And, like a pool ball. And, I found this. It has interesting properties. I would, certainly like to know more. And there's like books about like gravity on the corner of the desk and physics 101 and like just real simple stuff sitting on the corner of the desk as he looks at this. And next to the pen there's actually a small black rod sitting next to it and various components laid out. He says, I'm attempting to, well, there are no other words for it, harness form of magic, maybe. Maybe I might be able to bring a little bit of actual magic into the world without being so roundabout. Could be fun.
And around that time, there's some commotion outside. There's some shouting. What sounds like, well, what the man and this Alix would know to be a riot and what is soon to be the local forces quelling a riot. and Sorena would see this younger version of Alix just immediately look to the outside, the exit of the tent, and immediately start making his way out. The second he hears like the local like guard pull up.
He'll watch Alix step out of the tent and look at this orb again. He'll kind of do one of these. Let's see what it can do. And he'll step out and go see what he can do.
And as they both exit, Sorena, you begin to hear the crowd get much louder, but some cheers begin to ring out as the memory fades.
I'd also like to think that when a memory specific like that fades, it's not the memory, the whole thing, it's just the people just kind of disappear. And everything else kind of remains. It just kind of gets kind of a little lonely and quiet.
And I will say this tent, we haven't really described it exactly, but I will say Alix's side, wherever his like bed, cot, sleeping bag is, there are very torn and faded comic book strips stapled up in a crudely hidden up here and there.
The magician's side, which is up to this point still the only thing he's ever told Alix, is what he goes by. His side is just still an attempt to be elven. There's some growing things and things of elven make. Still upholding somewhat of a, because we haven't gotten to that point yet, upholding his, heritage to some extent. Even the bed is like blanket of plant fibers and sheet of like organic materials. Pillow might even be made of moss, who knows.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's like deeply elven heritage stuff. Not that they're all like that, but some, I'm sure.
Around this time, a good majority still would have been. So
She just looks at you. This is where you grew up? This place is cozy, but sad.
That's how things went here in New Haven.
That's when she kind of switches back again, like the attitude that obviously had Vestern kind of like having you bring her up here. She just kind of like looks out. Didn't really say anything.
Your turn.
Right. She'll close her eyes and try to find one. Something. And she centers in on just before that conversation with her mother of her at her fight training instruction, going around with the other warrior students. The first thing you notice, Alix, is that they're all obviously much older, and everyone, instructor included, looks very tired. She does as well, but with a determined look that you've seen on occasion on her face, on a very small version of her. And the instructor just very frustratedly giving instruction and listing mistakes, and then after that seeming like he's about to wrap it up, and then her going again, and just kind of over and over again. And she'll kind of walk up to like the edge of the circle where all the people are. And as I said, she's feeling quite small. She'll just kind of sit down on the ground and like pull her knees up and just kind of like hold her knees and just sit and watch for a while. And she doesn't say anything else to you.
Alix just kind of walks up next to her, sits down, just kind of begins to watch for a moment. Youngest in your class?
This wasn't my class or my squad. I had to train with the older kids because I was too good. And you actually see one that looks at the edge of the circle, not one of the ones stepping out to join in on the fighting and like the training and stuff, with like very short-cut hair on the top and fully shaved around the sides and the back, with different color of eyes, but with a very similar looking face, and actually pretty tall, just kind of like smirking as she says again over and over again every time. Gradually, as each time happens, he gets to the point of chuckling at one point. And you assume this to maybe be something of a relation, someone related to her. She's just like, this was my, go ahead.
No, yeah, he'd just kind of point out when he noticed, him chuckling. It was,
That's Trudek. That's my older brother. This is his squad. I had to train with them because they were about to graduate, and I needed to train with people that could maybe keep up. But I can't exactly train with the actual warriors. They're busy being somewhere else. Being held up on the Prime World, like Turdik will be shortly after this. And then I didn't see him for a long time. Till I graduated. And I went to be made into what I am.
what was he like?
He was encouraging, good-spirited, a bit more distracted than I am, a dreamer. Dreamed of a skull there that we could call liberated and free. And in the end he was right. But he should have been in charge. He and the other clan leaders could have never said this with the programming. To say this out loud feels nice. Timur Denari is, how you say, lost the plot. And has taken his consolidated singular power and abused it. Our anger is misdirected at the circle, I would think. While they supported the Tergasi Corporation, they weren't aware of what they were doing. They were told that we were being unruly and violating contracts, when in reality we were being essentially enslaved. First they took our star, then they took our weapons, and they took control of everything. And they destroyed the Prime World. It's now just rock and storms and darkness in our home system. I have been born and raised and lived my entire life with no sun. We have a saying, only the strongest survive in the dark. Only the strongest. She laughs. She kind of... There used to be old things we used to say. Parts of our culture that have been forgotten. We used to... I read about it. No one has done it in a long time. We used to take the blood oath. There were tenets and rules. We still live by them, vaguely, but not by name. And I think, maybe we could see a day where that happens again.
I'm glad to hear that.
But yeah, she'll just essentially sit here and watch through this older memory and different parts of different memories for a while until later in the night. And I have a thing to come back to, but we can jump around everybody else.
I was about to say,
we can come back. It'll be late.
Yeah. All right. So, who's going next? I will leave it up to. Who's itching to go?
I'm perfectly fine with going last if anybody else wants to.
Okay. So, Raziel, Stone, or Seraphim? Who wants to go next? As we go evening into night.
After giving Seraphim a walk around, showing him, I probably would have just went and found a corner to freaking sit and decompress after being shut out by a friend. Having helped him finish his experiment and introduce a new personality to the Hab. Yeah, actually take a minute to process everything.
I was gonna say I can definitely see Raziel like being like, "See you, Seraphim. It was nice showing you around," and then like rounding the corner and then just immediately sinking down the wall and just being like,
holy fuck!
Keeping it together while I was around everybody, and then fucking going and find some place to just freaking cool my jets for a bit.
Awesome. I had to show the guy who fucking got me half dead around. Like he's this old pal.
And yeah, wherever you took your second to decompress, Raziel, after a moment, you see Staff Sergeant Hammer walking up, and he just kind of squats down. It's definitely been a long day, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. I'm leaning up against the wall, head back. I'm just barely looking over at him, just kind of side-eyeing him, going, yeah. It's been a hell of a day.
He just kind of gives you a smirk and then offers you a bottle of mead.
How strong is that?
Very.
Oh, please let it be strong enough. And I reach over and I'm going to fucking take it and take a swig.
Give me a Constitution save.
Hell yeah.
At advantage because I got the poison resistance. Correct? Wait, let me double check what that actually says.
The alcohol is
No, yeah.
You're on the right track.
I was just making sure what that said.
I think it's the poison condition, but yeah, it's just the. I think it's.
Undead resistance. You are resistant to necrotic and poison damage and have advantage on saving throws against poison.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I can.
The poison man.
I'm a zombie.
Yeah. So yeah, roll it at it.
So that would be 8 plus things. 8 plus 3, so 11.
Oh, it's strong. Like you're not like hitting the floor or anything, but You definitely
It gave me
probably
a
shouldn't
nice
have-
fucking buzz.
Better than a cup of coffee.
You definitely shouldn't have drank as much as you did,
Oh,
but you're definitely feeling a lot better than you did.
that hit the spot. It's been a
That's
while.
that
since
fire
I've had-
water.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had some alcohol strong enough to do something to me. I think I'm gonna go ahead and lay down. It's been a day.
Well, if you need anything, you know where to look. And he just kind of points at a camera and makes his way into the workshop.
Right before he walks off, I pat the floor and I go, "Yeah, I know exactly where to look." And I get up and head to the bed for a bit, which is
Makes fun.
second
Does
floor, right?
moderate leaves.
Makes
Yeah.
Alright, yes, yeah, Raziel, what are you doing? Or, not Raziel, Seraphim, yeah. Where are you and what are you doing now?
Now that Seraphim has branched off after being told roughly where everything is.
I would have shown you where
Uh,
your room is as well.
I forget about that. Seraphim doesn't usually sleep in there.
I know. But this one didn't seem to like the bed bay.
So, yeah, yeah,
So I would have shown you your room.
appreciated. But I think for now, Seraphim's just gonna wander up to the roof.
What would the magician be? Would he just be, quote unquote, working away?
Yeah.
Tinkering away.
Do you enter the room?
I do enter the room. See, there's a probably
you die
see
to
the-
a delay blast fireball. I'm just kidding.
I probably see that there's a person there and immediately go into stealth mode. I'm gonna walk up to the magician
Say it's
stealthily.
passive 11. You don't even bother to roll.
I
won't
have
see
a
you.
plus. I have a plus 13 to sneak. What are you talking about?
Exactly. Yeah, I won't see you.
Roll.
Don't bother rolling.
Oh, you have a passive 11. I think you
I
have a
passive of 11. Yeah, no, you know, that's why I said
He didn't
don't
hear
bother
the
to roll.
door open.
I could literally roll a 1 and I still would
Yeah,
fucking hear
no,
me.
even on a crit fail, I still wouldn't notice you.
Holy
he's
It's
fuck.
not-
really good when you can
he's not
just
a very-
guarantee that your things are never gonna fail.
His awareness of periphery, unless he's like specifically paying attention to it, is not good.
You know what? I still
When
wanna
he's
roll
like
just
on
to-
something,
just to see if-
it's tunnel vision.
Just
That's
see
not
how
good.
stealthy Seraphim is.
Oh yeah,
See
let
how
me hear
good
it.
it is. All right, let's see. Let me get up the. Oh my fucking god!
Oh yeah, there it is.
You
19 plus
basically walked
13
over
was
and
at
stood on his
32.
shoulder
So
and then
yeah,
coughed and noticed you.
I rolled just. I also rolled just to see. It's like not
I'm gonna-
high. This 19. Yeah, not even close.
Yeah,
I rolled
Seraphim, he's not even.
12.
He doesn't. He doesn't. This is the creepy thing is he doesn't slow down, but he does walk and is just behind the magician.
I will say, slight correction to what I just said a second ago. He does have very good perception. He just, when he's on a task, he doesn't really pay attention to things outside very well. It's his wisdom that isn't like super great. Specifically, his perception is pretty good, but not his wisdom. He's not a super wise, insightful person. I had that mixed up. However, I very obviously don't notice you. It's the I gotta remember, it's the insight that he's horrible. He has no idea what people have going on in their heads.
That's why he has
right behind
Alix.
you.
But he's just
right
like-
behind you.
Looking at the machine. It's just kind of quiet.
May I ask what you're doing? Right fucking behind.
Accidentally throws like the pen over his shoulder into the floor behind him, hits the fucking top of it and like clicks and everything, like it's like the very silly thing. And as he does that, it like opens up into this rod with like that purple glowing large like pool ball size orb at the top. Whoa! You're sneaky. And he'll pick it up off the ground and hit it against his hand twice, and it turns back into a pen. He puts it in his pocket. Very
I've gotten
sneaky.
I've gotten that impression my brief time here.
I knew you were there the whole time. 29 on
Not very
deception.
good. 29?
Yeah.
Why would I fucking have to roll for that? Insight? I don't think I could. No, I couldn't even beat that. Even the
Well,
insight.
if you want to, you can. I just was like, you know what? He's a deceptive piece of shit. He'll lie to him. Like, I knew you were there the whole time.
You've got me beat there. I only have +8 to insight. I can't get that with even a critical success.
Yes, but if you got a crit, you'd automatically succeed.
No, that's not how skill checks work.
I'm just, I know it's not.
Unfortunately.
Man,
Just
that's how his work.
the whole time. I'm surprised. I really thought I was being quiet there. I might have to look out for you.
No, like a couple of boulders rolling down a hill.
I'll be sure to work on that. He's fucking squinting at him.
Oh yeah, do the fact
What
that
are you
you
doing?
made him jump. You would definitely be sus. But he's so convincing. I'm working on
Gaslighting
her project for this shield generator, which is
What is it?
something new for me, but I understand parts of it. Well, that part, and he points to like the big blue, like essentially blue, just like if there were a whiteboard, that's what it would be. But it's just calculations, equations, numbers, measurements, different things, just like on a big, wide, like essentially screen from Sato on the floor.
Seraphim will look at this, see if he can understand anything.
It's worse than when Sorena is doing it, because he's like, he knows this like the back of his hand, whereas she's like trying to remember stuff well learned and needed, but little ways back in the training, so she's like having to scratch things up. But this is like, you're seeing a lot of things filled in that she didn't have before, and it's fucking incomprehensible.
I don't get a single bit of this. However, my evening seems to be free. If you need any assistance, I could help you.
Are you a tinkerer by chance? That is what I need, and I don't, he's got like a pair of gloves on even. He's like, I have these on and I don't know why.
Have you even touched the machine yet?
I have touched it many times. That sounds so wrong.
I don't
You
understand.
did
You
that.
touched it many times. I understand.
I have carefully handled this precision piece of machinery. God damn it. Why did you do this to me? Yes.
I don't get.
Yes,
I don't
have.
get why you keep correcting yourself.
Actual work being done is not. I'm not going to lie.
I think I might be able to help you. Maybe a bit of tinkering.
That would be spectacular. I can almost guarantee that you will do 100% better than I will.
We'll see.
I have seen
Not
a
been here
screw
long.
and a nut and a bolt before. I've seen that much. Sometimes.
Screw a nut in a
The
bolt,
occasional
huh?
pipe.
Okay.
It's definitely telling the truth.
Alright, let's
Get
pipe
to
this
it.
one together.
Does Alix
No.
come down, by the way, at any point?
I would say yeah. After
I'm
a
assuming
moment
after.
he does.
Okay.
Yeah, after a while he does exit till destiny.
Well, considering I rolled super fucking high perception but didn't notice the guy sneaking in the room, it's like, as you exit the doors, like, how is she? And
He's doing all
he looks at you and he kind of looks at Seraphim and goes back to what he's doing. Kind of like hoping that one is listening, or some of them.
is this she? Is there another person I'm not aware of?
It's, well, the one of the now deceased personalities may have, I mean, there's no other way of putting it. You shot her to pieces, and you turned her into Swiss cheese. It is amazing that she survived that. I have questions about that, by the way, Alix. It was a bit unfortunate.
As you say that, Alix just kind of looks over as you're just saying all this and just quaint. You're new around here, aren't you?
Unfortunately, but I am trying to make myself familiar. At least for the most part.
Alix just sticks his hand out. Alix.
From what I've been told, Seraphim, and he shakes Alix's hand.
Sorena is a friend of ours. Due to
see.
your particular circumstances, there was an incident, but she is okay.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily. It's unimportant.
It sounds important.
She's
Saying
physically
I
okay.
shot her to pieces. After being shot to pieces.
Alix is more insightful than I am, but I detected something was wrong.
You know what? Yeah. Give me 1 second. Oh my god, like a fucking 20. So that might. Yeah, like a 20.
Remember,
Yeah, 28.
a 0 for deception on trying to hide what's going on underneath. A fucking 0. You know, it's like, I mean, you're not even trying to read it. It's just you have to look at your dashboard while you're driving to read the number of the speed you're going. You have no choice. That's essentially the level of like how easy it was to read her. Again, like I said, she's feeling very small. Like she's kind of, that's why she chose that particular memory. She wants to like, I don't know. She feels like she didn't do the thing. Just kind of in general, loose definition. She was prepared to try and stop Seraphim and failed, and then almost died for it.
Seems I've made a mistake. I do not know why I would have shot this person.
Oh no, this was
Alix.
not your mistake, I would say. In fact, you had nothing to do with it.
This was someone else. Masquerading.
Even more devious than I am. That was a joke. That was a poor joke.
Poor jokes aside, I still feel like something needs to be done. I feel like I need some sort of punishment. I don't know what. Something like that can't go unchecked.
He'll turn around and like put his arms behind his back, and he'll lean in really close to you and say, "And as the resident wizard aboard this craft, I shall deem your punishment."
Steps back. Maybe not by the wizard.
He waves his hand and you scoot back forward towards him. He says, "Don't be scared. I won't open a black hole and send you into it. Yet. No, your punishment will be much worse. I am now requesting that you go inside your head and switch for a moment to one of the ones that would want to talk to her. And I suggest you go upstairs. Young man. Now be off." I say that, but I should also, I'm going to, yeah, anyways. And he like walks with you to show you where it is. And he's like, "I need a break for a moment."
Seraphim walks, I guess, with the magician, just like trying to piece together what the fuck he just said.
So he kind of steps in front of you and like walks to the door, and then like as you cross the threshold fully, you blink and you're upstairs, and he goes, right this way. And then you blink and he's gone. And you hear him shout from down below and like look over the railing, and he's like by the door, and he says, good luck with that. Also, don't forget to switch before you go in there. It might be a good idea. Let me know how she's doing. Don't want anyone doing anything untoward to themselves in there. The mess would be disastrous. Anyways, he like goes out.
Good God.
It's very Doctor Who and like in Thor Ragnarok, like it just keeps moving through the place, and it's just like, would you stop that? It's like that. It's like that scene, but it just like blink and you're upstairs, and it's like it doesn't give you a chance.
And I will add that Alix was walking along. He didn't say anything, but he cut off about halfway up the stairs and went off to his little area.
You've never seen him do this before, by the way. This is also a new thing, specifically inside Tilda's. Obviously, he's not doing that outside. He has the other thing that he's doing outside, the little sparkly star thing. This was just...
You know what?
Was there and then disappeared and then reappeared, and it's just like, you keep blinking. It's like a mixture of... Or it just is. It's kind of... It's the best reference I got. Like Master Shifu in Kung Fu Panda. Like every time you're just like walking around a corner, you're like, what the fuck? You were just... Wait, what? And then you like turn your head to look that way, and he's like over here now. You're like, what? It's kind of that... That's kind of how it feels. It feels like he just keeps being somewhere else.
I will take that back. He is going to continue. The more teleporting and weird things that the magician continues to do, the more Alix is just kind of like watching him.
Yeah, like as Seraphim walks to the door and like you're looking at them, you kind of like as you like turn and like move your head away and then begin walking that way, they're gone already, and like you don't see them on the stairs, and like you walk in, you see them upstairs, and then you kind of like look at the ladder and look back, and he's like standing next to you, and he says that to Seraphim, and then I go back to work.
Hey, good luck with your tinkering. I'm gonna stand here until something happens.
He doesn't turn around, but just goes tinkering as he walks out.
I guess Seraphim stands there pondering in my head and just closes his eyes. The thoughts are more quiet than normal. A headache being from there's some growth there. It's not the voices being loud this time. So stands there. Looks just head in head, looking at inward on himself and going to that headspace and seeing these other personalities, but they're more quiet and serious this go around, because Seraphim knows what he's trying to do, so everyone in the head knows what's going on at this point. But he looks to the second newest one and swaps out with them, and opens the door.
You open the door to about 5 feet of like flat stone and a staircase going downwards. A bright sunny day, or what seems like a bright sunny day at first. But it's just it's something about the sunlight is just not, it's like, it's a little off. It's not right. It's not quite, it's a little weird. Like this looking up and like obviously not looking directly at it because it would be stupid, but like the where the sun is, it just, the perspective feels funny. And you swear it's under the clouds. And there are ships flying over, and You see a figure sitting down the stairs a ways, just kind of same position as before. Knees curled in, just kind of sitting by herself. As she sits inside one of the other dreams. As she sits there, just like... there is, as I don't have it all prepared, I'll throw a couple things in. There's just an incredible amount of movement in life here in comparison to what you've been used to. Well, at least in the last couple hours of being alive. You're standing here and there's like, you see like 3 cruisers up like in just lower atmosphere. You see several fighters everywhere. There's little dots and specks in the distance and things flying around. You swear you see some of them shooting. And you see a wide open valley that goes off into some distant mountains. And every single bit of stone that everything is carved out of is barren, brown, and there is no green in sight. Not one living thing other than the people. And as you are like kind of stepping in, there's like, you get blustered and like blown back a little bit as a ship flies over. And you're like, that's like blasting you. And that flies off into the distance as it like passes over you. And this figure down, hang on, this is fucking... But figure doesn't seem to move as this happens.
Seraphim walks down towards this figure. You know, it has a certain charm to it, but something about it seems a little off. I don't know what, but I could see the appeal. A lot of people here.
And now that you're looking around, you're looking further down the steps, and you swear you see like the stairs go on for a long time, and you swear you see splotches of areas of where there are bodies and blood running down the steps all around. And then you see like a figure coming up the stairs as she sits there. This is well, I guess if you come from where I think you do, this is our home. Well, not home, but home to our people. Once upon a time.
Interesting.
And then it was destroyed. So now it is just more of a memory at this point. It rains, it shines, but nothing grows. And here we are. And the figure gets a little closer as it comes up the stairs.
Is this really a place that you want to be?
This is the day of one of my greater triumphs. I still ensnared in my own head, but we freed ourselves from the Terragasi, or had started to. There was a lot to do, but this was the day that it went into full swing. And now you realize there's another figure coming down the stairs behind you.
What exactly is this place? What are these figures? I don't think this is a very good, not very good and calm for the mind for someone who's trying to get away.
Well, this is This is the Mesto. The Capitol building. And she points up behind her. You see that figure getting closer now. That figure is actually wearing a familiar suit of red and black armor with a helmet on that is then removed and held under the arm. And the figure, just a few steps up, sits down. And the other figure that was coming up the steps passes by, goes up, and sits down, and they begin conversing in Skaldashari. I killed everyone in that building, and every one of them corporation, every one of them vile and evil. Every one of them trying to control us. No more. This was a happy day. Even if I was not in control of my own faculties entirely, it still gives me comfort. Sense of victory. I guess Seraphim should also probably make an insight check. Considering the 0, I don't know if there's really a point, but...
Oh, hell yeah. I mean, I'll roll one, sure.
It's, I guess, the case of a natural 1.
Oh, I got a 4, but plus 8, so
I mean,
12.
it doesn't matter. I rolled a 0. Yeah, she's, as I said for Alix, she's just feeling very small. A little bit of that childhood failure in her head.
I can tell that you're going through something that this is trying to comfort, but I don't think it is truly. How are you feeling about, from what I have heard today?
Small. Yeah, like you notice, I guess part of the insight is like you notice how she's sitting with her knees curled in and stuff, like very much a posture of that.
I can understand why you feel small. It was, from what I've heard, you were trying to stop exactly what happened.
And I failed.
But isn't that the thing about living? Sometimes you have to fail. This may have almost cost you your life. But here you are. A chance of reflection. There's nobody who not everyone who fails gets this chance. So while you may feel small now, I believe with enough given time, not with these memories, but enough given time, I think you'll really start to see that you are on top. Being small is being human sometimes.
There's two figures, the one very obviously familiar and the other not. An arm over each other's shoulders begin to pass by, walking down the steps. And same as Alix, you see a pretty tall man with cerulean blue eyes that seem to shimmer in this light. And a short haircut on top, shaved on the sides and in the back. Wearing some very interesting looking like black armor offset by the same sort of cerulean blue crystals set into it in different places. And of course they don't acknowledge us. But she does look up at them and watch them go by.
I make an educated guess. Is that a relative?
My brother. I haven't
When's the
seen
last
him in
time you've
almost
seen
10
him?
years. And my mother even longer. They told her I'm dead. My brother would never believe it, but or I don't know. Like all things, I am not supposed to exist in any way.
Seems they failed on that end. You
Indeed.
exist, you're existing pretty damn hard right now. Once again, though you're feeling small, you still exist. Using this moment to reflect, I believe you may have a new goal here. Maybe go see family whenever you can.
That is what I want to do. Get off this planet. And I want to see them both. Tridic knows I'm alive. He would never believe I'm dead. He knows all too well. No matter how many times they tell him. He would probably laugh in their face, and he probably did. My mother... I want to see my mother first. And then I'll go find him. I actually know where he is. He's in the Grimhill sector on the edge of the sector... The Grimhill system on the edge of the sector, and he's fighting some insurgents.
I think this sounds like a great plan. And you know what? If my own plan goes... Oh, not my plan, but one of my plans.
His plan.
His plan.
I see him in there, peeking out.
If the plan goes right, and you need someone to back you up, I wouldn't mind getting off this planet. That is, if you're willing to have the company.
I'd already begun adding seats.
You can just strap me to the back if we really need to. Like I said, I would not mind getting off this planet. That is kind of there's a firestorm outside. Did you see that shit?
It's while scary, it has a certain kind of charm. This place.
On fire? That's the charm I see.
There's other charms.
Been here. I haven't been here long, but if I can say anything, this planet is fucking weird.
It is fucking weird, you were right. In every single way. It's charming. And hopeless. And amazing. With lots of interesting people on it. And she kind of like looks at you.
He looks behind him. Oh. Oh, me. Yeah. I guess I could be classified as interesting. So what now, Sorena? What are you going to do?
I'm going
you
to
going to
sort
hang
my
out here?
thoughts. For a while. Maybe sleep. Not in this one, but in a different one.
I wouldn't recommend sleeping in here. From what I've heard, it's the dream room. What, do you fall asleep in the dream room? Do you have a second dream?
I have another one that is better. It'll feel nice. Little nap, not all night. I agree, it'll be a little weird to wake up in your dream. But I'm going to spend some time in here. And then when I come out, I don't know. I'll get back to work. And then when we get off this planet, I will fully set myself free. Fully. I will
Well, that's
not
what I
be
like to
subject.
hear.
Will not be subject to others anymore. Only the will of the clans, if I can help it. But that's for later. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for. And hopefully one day I'll be around to say and keep this promise, but if you need me, come to me for anything. He's like turning around, walking away. If you need me, come to me for anything.
It's weird to hear that in that accent. Speaking common. I'll call
You're
you
gonna
if
have
I
to
need
teach
you.
me. You're gonna have to teach me the home language one day. And,
All right.
Seraphim walks out.
Okay. We will jump to Stone, and then after that, Max and Stone. What are you doing as we cap the day off?
That is a very good question. Probably sitting, reading, thinking, wondering about how he ended up here, where he came from.
As you begin to think about it, you have memories of your teacher back in Green Cove, and how he always talked about you, that like you were different, and you always just assumed it was because, you know, he was just trying to be a good mentor. But now, as you have all these mysteries around like who you are, what you are, you wonder if he meant more than that. I will leave you that to ponder. Now, Maxon, are you ready, or do you need a bit more time? Because I know you said you wanted to go last.
Hello?
No, yeah, I can
Hello?
hear you. I just wanted to
We can hear
make
you.
sure you were ready.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Because what I was gonna do is like, it wasn't really gonna be Maxon talking to many people. It was just gonna be like the third cutaway.
No, yeah,
Okay.
we can
So
we can do that and then cap the night off.
Okay. So, what's gonna happen now is that when we cut to Maxon, he is where he would normally be outside of on top of the hab, just looking over, and he's still kind of thinking about what was going through his mind earlier, and then it kind of continues the flashback to where after they drug him inside of the underground bunker, there is a this is about 4 hours later. Tristan is sedated. He is patched up as much as he can. And then there is a new person that walks in, as well as the other people that are trying to keep him alive. So Maxon looks over to the guy and tells him, "Do we have a way to save him?" The guy turns to Maxon and tells him there is a way, but he's not going to like it. Immediately, Maxon gets very concerned and uneasy about it and tells him, "What do we have to do?" The doctor suggests a full operation to, in a way, restore part of him with inorganic materials. Maxon is again very uneasy about this and tells him, "Where are we going to get the parts?" And then I'm going to go ahead and change perspectives to Tristan for a quick second. So from his perspective, you guys are going to... Hold up, give me a quick second. I got to test something before I do this. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, can you guys still hear me clearly?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So what's gonna happen is Maxon is looking over him, and the doctor is also looking over him. And rather mention, the doctor is this dude does not look like the type of person you would expect. He's got his hair combed back in a certain way, and he's got this really not messy, but like if you saw the way this guy was dressed, you could tell he was not a normal person. And with how quickly he can move and respond to situations, this guy clearly has some sort of superpower or some sorts, not like Maxon's, but unique in his own way. So the guy wakes up, and from his perspective, it looks like a screen just immediately turns on, and then there's a bright circle in the center that drops itself down to the right and then starts going through all these checks, things like heartbeat, cardiovascular, everything important. And then he notices that, again, everybody is looking over him, and then the guy begins to speak. Before I do that, tell me if this is working. Hello?
Sounds normal.
Sounds the same.
Okay. Hold up.
Test.
Changed.
It's working.
Right. Maxon's the first one to speak up, and then he asks Tristan if he's okay. It's messing up. Hold up. I'm sorry, guys. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep asking because like all this stuff at one time.
Okay, let me start over. So he wakes up, and then he looks over to Maxon and then to the doctor, and then he just lets out in a very confused voice. And then Maxon kind of just he's just happy that Tristan is awake, and he tells him that we did everything we could to save you, but we didn't have the parts we needed entirely, but we managed to give you what we could. So Tristan's very confused by this, and he asks him, what do you mean? He feels that he kind of feels the connections in his body, and then he looks up, raises one of his arms, and notices that it's mechanical, but not the normal kind of parts that you would see from like a modern day robot. Along where the wrist would be are these claws that are clearly taken from one of the robots that was shown earlier that was trying to defend the base that was fortified. It's got these claws that almost look like they came off of some sort of mechanical animal almost. And then it cuts off to a completely different color, like a shade of purple. Goes all the way from the arm upwards to the shoulder. Half of his body is missing from one side of the face, and the rest is just this plate that has what looks like almost graffiti on it, and a mechanical eye that looks kind of like a robot cat almost. Maxon tells him, you're alive, at least. And then gonna go ahead and cut it there.
All right.
I thought that was a kind of like, that was a character that I was working on for a while. I didn't really know what to do with him, but I thought that the idea of like a guy being put back together and the only thing they had was like parts taken out of a park was kind of cool to think about.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like
Imagine
piece
like,
together characters.
imagine if you just like if you took one of those animatronics and just ripped the arm off and put it onto a guy and said, "This is all we had. You got to work with this."
As we go and transition into the next day, are we good to do another day, or do we need to call it here?
It's midnight.
Yeah, that's why I was
Night.
asking.
At midnight.
See, I'm good to go. I don't know.
Yeah, I was
I'm
about to
good
say,
to
I'm to go for a little. I know I was just asking mainly for like Sharper. Anybody else? Yeah, we can go ahead and roll encounters and.
Since it technically is the next day, I'll wait to do my one last thing in the middle of the night. It's a small split second thing.
No, yeah,
But
I
they-
will say
yeah.
if you, we can go ahead and do that.
I was gonna say
I was just
we
trying
could do
to
the
figure
encounter
out.
because technically it is the next day because he does it at like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
Technically.
I was about to say, well,
Technically is this
while
next
we're
day.
waiting,
Who's rolling what?
What is the? Yeah, I'll roll the. What do we roll? A D8.
I'll do
and
the
a
weather this time. I did a 96 on my last encounter. I'll do the weather.
yeah, roll a D8 for me.
A 6.
Oh my fucking. 7. I rolled higher than you.
For the encounter roll?
The-
Wasn't it a D100?
Wait, what'd you roll?
I rolled a D8 for the weather.
Oh, I thought I was rolling the D8.
No.
Oh,
Encounter.
give me a
The
second.
encounter's been D100.
Oopsie.
The for the weather, the firestorm has passed, and it's just kind of
Yay.
it's just very, very arid, very hot outside.
$36 for encounter.
Okay,
Who knows what it could mean?
then we will start off with you, Jackson.
Let me set the music again. One more time. So the magician sits in the middle of the night. Everyone's long asleep. And he sits floating over like a glass smooth pool of some kind. Somewhere in Tilda's. With his legs crossed, floating a few feet above the ground. Books and papers spread out everywhere, and he's reading one, just holding it up in front of him. And just sits there for a while. You know, I know you've been awake for the last 10 minutes. You don't have to hide it. Unless you're scared of me. Which I don't fully understand. And he snaps the book shut. And he, like, sits down on the ground and he turns around. And she just kind of sits up in the grass next to this lakeside. The mountains in the distance. She just looks at him. She goes, "How'd you know I was awake?" He says, when I entered the room, your breathing changed, your eyes began to flutter, and posture shifted. You changed your position in laying about 4 times in 2 minutes, which is usually a key sign that you are either waking up or awake. How did you know my eyes were fluttering? You staring at me in my sleep? No, that was a guess. But thank you for telling me. Feeling better? She kind of looks on the ground. Yeah, I think so. Seraphim can be, I know, can be persuasive. He has it in him. I can see it. As for me, well, I'm just me. I don't know about persuasive. Why are you? She just kind of like looks at him. What does that supposed to mean? I don't know. Sometimes my mind gets ahead of where I am. I don't know how to make sense of it. Maybe we'll come back to that question later. For now, we should probably... Well, you should probably go to sleep. Actual sleep, not in here. It's a little weird waking up from a dream in here. You know, have the dream, then wake up in the dream. A bit, ooh. Read a book about something like this once. It's a little weird. He walks over towards the door. Alix said he's been a lot of places in the universe. He goes, yes. And you have been to others? He goes, yes, of course I have. Where is this going? What is that supposed to mean? She says, where all have you been? How many planets you got on your sleeve there? He chuckles, a lot more than you. Why do you ask? She kind of looks at him. I'm a soldier, and so is Alix, and he probably knows better than I do. You've seen something. And he kind of like a little bit anime style, like his eyes kind of darken. He's like, I have seen things I'd rather not have seen. I have seen things I'd rather have left in my wildest imagination. I have seen things that my wildest imagination is not explorative enough for. I've seen the writing on the walls of the universe. I have seen the horrors that lie without. You don't want to see those things. Anyways. To bed. I'm off to study. Genetics and surgery. Of course, I'm not doing the surgery. I don't want to. That would be dreadful. And that is where we will go to the next day.
Oh yeah. All right. So, Sharp, how are you doing on time?
Let me see here. I have like maybe 5-10 minutes.
Okay. I say we just, is everyone cool with just starting the next day, next session?
It's fine with me.
Works by me.
All right. I know I already have everything, like, since we already rolled everything, I have the encounter I'm gonna do, and I know the weather, so we'll just jump straight into it once we get back and do the recap.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Very awesome. Going to that off.
So some of us have been traumatized, and some of us have extra people.
After a fashion.
Is the stream still going?
Yeah. I usually leave it on for a minute while we're discussing relevant
I'll
things.
see you guys next time. Have a good one. Peace.
Good night.
Okay.
Good night.
Good
Good night.
I'm glad to make the proper debut. It was narratively right for this personality to speak to Sorena. This one was empathy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Trying to get everything, like whenever I do something, I need to have like everything watertight, like because I didn't have, because like stuff kept happening, so
That's how it be.
yeah.
I know it.
That was a character that I didn't tell anybody about that I thought would be cool to introduce, because I thought it was kind of cool to show how the Earth in this story is just pretty much almost like Mad Max-esque, to the point where, yeah, now there's a guy who was put back together using broken down parts. It kind of helps like set the idea of like the world we live in now, that we can't even get the proper cybernetics.
Yeah.
It's only just now hitting me that is an entire, like, that whole back half of the session wouldn't have happened if Seraphim hadn't fucking shot the fuck out of me. Like, the whole back end of that, of people going upstairs and all that shit being around, and people going up into Tilda's and then working on the machine and all of that. All of it, the whole thing. He wouldn't have been able to...
One way or another, I was going to get you to meet that personality and having the magician just be like, get in your fucking head.
Oh yeah, I was, I remember when you told me, roughly your idea, I was like, oh, this'll be fun. It'd be like having another one of us around. Spare Skaldashari.
Spare the Skaldashari. Yeah, I don't think I told Gavin about that at all. What did you think about that?
That was awesome. That was so fucking cool.
And yes, the scars are all gone. If you had questions, yes, the scars are every one of them. I had a realization, Colton. This is the thing I told you. I was like, I realized something, and I said, I'm not going to tell you what it is. And then when you were like, I'm not even going to bother to guess. That's what I was talking about. And then after that conversation, and after I talked to Gavin, I realized, oh fuck, I didn't cover up the eye. Not that it's a bad thing, because the eye is like the least of the worries. Like I get an eyeball back, I don't have to wear an implant anymore.
I think under that logic, Seraphim should also look more normal. But I guess I'll say he wasn't in there as long as Sorena was. So next time he hops in that pod, I will get him fucking all unscarred as well.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, because I was like, does it remove scars? And he's like immediately answered and was like, yes. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, that is a game changer. Ran to Hero Forge.
That's a thing.
Yeah, that's what I was fucking with on my phone that day. And like Hero Forging all of my different things.
Oh.
And now they've, I guess, stopped fearing each other so much. They're less, well, one of them looks less scary and the other is just a goofy elf man.
Like, I'm very excited that you guys are going to, because now that you guys know that something is coming.
Yeah, I'm invested in these these like Assassin's Creed style memories that we keep getting thrown into.
I'm very excited for next week.
Yeah, me too. It's gonna be It's gonna be a lot of fun.
You guys are finally gonna get to because now now that it's not really like now that it's not really like not being talked about much, that you guys are gonna get to fight the big scary robot.
The big robot. The big robot.
Light it up.
I am going to get off of here. Is there anything else that anyone needs before I do?
No.
I am good to go. For next week.
I'm good.
I did do my level up. I didn't forget. I did forget
Hell
at
yeah.
first, and then I was like, wait. And after the scene with Alix, I was like, fuck, I'll do it real quick.
All right. I will see you guys
Indomitable.
probably before next Saturday. See you guys later.
See you later.
Bye.